Andrew, the Saints got told by the NFL they aren't spending enough money on players. They need to spend an extra $50 million in free agency this year. I'm officially aroused. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour podcast, always with perfect pronunciation.
Same thing as Demario Thomas. I mean, I don't know. Demario Thomas is like...
It's a linebacker and a receiver, and he just mashed them up.
Anyway, Demario Davis, same thing.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are presented to you by Hard Hide Ponchers, Little Strawberry Whiskey, and Chilton County Peach Whiskey. I'm Ralph Mulrow, joined by Andrew, Dave, Thomas running the show back in Poland. Hi to everybody in the chat. I see Jerry. I see Who Dat Golfer. I see Oppenheimer. I see Jason Champagne, DJ Williams, a ton of people. Fresno Saints, thank you guys for joining us. They're looking forward to story time, Dave. I don't know why. You're just encouraging Dave. That means he's going to go for like 90 minutes. On tonight's show, the Saints got told by the NFL they got to spend an extra $50 million to reach the salary floor. Should we be scared? Mickey Loomis might get reckless. Should the Saints be willing to trade for veteran players? Dave will have weekend story time. I will have maybe a story time as well. As always, if we reach $100 in donations, I will drink something the patrons have sent me. Thomas, how close are we to me doing my crippled run?
132-week donation streak. We have 24 weeks to go. We can make it 23. And can someone dethrone the tooling hater, the evil person for some people?
Mario Bates
exclamation
was 24,
point,
right,
donate
Andrew?
in the chat to donate, guys.
Mario Bates was 24. We're Mario Bates weeks away.
Yeah, Mario Bates. Yeah, there you go.
My jaw just started to hurt. If you know, you know. So here's the thing. I saw this and Dave, I'm gonna be honest. I was really surprised. The NFL Players Association told agents like the day before, like when everybody gets into Indianapolis, they have like a meeting with the NFLPA and the agents, and they included the Saints among 7 teams that have to spend an additional $50 million this offseason to reach the salary floor.
Is that a credible account, by the way, Ralph?
That is a credible account. I saw it, actual people. And here's my question, Dave. I feel like this is telling me, Ralph, you have to drink at the open bar. I'm going to enjoy it. But my question to you, Dave, you're a rational, normal, respectable businessman, thinking, do things the right way. With Mickey Loomis officially given the green light to spend the green, how worried are you that he is going to get out of control?
I'm not that worried, but like, explain. So what's the deal? I saw this headline. I read the news. So explain to me please, excuse me. What's
you
the
have
deal? I mean, like, I understand you have to spend a certain amount, but we haven't been spending that amount in the last year or two. Why? Because we've been trying to get ourselves back under the cap as far as and
two things.
I mean, but how can we? Yeah.
In 2024, only Dallas spent less money in free agency. And in 2023, the Saints signed Derek Carr, but that wasn't like everybody made it out to be this huge contract, but it was a mid-level quarterback contract. And when Derek Carr retired, that was like, Andrew, that was like $30 million that he didn't get. So like the Saints haven't been spending cash, and restructures don't fully count, even though you restructure and you're like, hey, we're going to convert this to a bonus and blah, 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 blah. Like that doesn't count fully towards the spending. So the Saints, they haven't, I mean, it's $50 million isn't that much. But...
No, but I mean, like, well, I know, but I mean, like, you can get excited. I mean, I think you should certainly get excited, but I mean, I think that they'll end up, I forgot where I was going with this. I did have an actual real thought there, and I know. And you know what? I'm not even La Croix. I'm enjoying a La Croix this evening. I just think that like they'll go out and get a few good players, a few decent players. I don't think they're going to go crazy. I don't think you should like totally get your hopes up high, but I really forgot what I was going to say. God damn it. Go ahead, Andrew.
Well, I'm drinking some Chateau Neuf du Pape, so you would think that I would be the one to forget what I was going to say sooner than Dave, but nope, I'm full of my faculties.
Ralph ne peut pas dire le nom de quelqu'un correctement.
Yep, exactly. Thank you for that. Guys, this is a nothing burger. This is not exciting. This is not typical Ralph bringing up a topic that I'm supposed to maybe have some big reaction to or get excited about. The reality is $50 million gets spent with one extension of Chris Olave's contract. So I think the Saints are going to spend. You should be excited about the offseason because I think the Saints are going to spend. This floor, this minimum is going to be attained in one deal, and that's not where they're going to stop. So to me, this is a nothing burger. Like, they're definitely going to spend this anyway, and you're going to see them spend a lot more than that. And but yeah, I mean,
concur. What I was going to say is that
to me, this is more of a this news is more of a reflection of their inactivity in previous years than it is a foreshadowing of what they're going to do this year, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think, Ralph, if you want to get excited, I mean, I do think that the Saints have put themselves in position over the last couple of years. I think they've been trending toward getting healthier and getting more cap space and getting more freedom. So, I mean, I do think like this offseason, I think they will have more money to work with than they've ever had in the last 2 or 3 years. So like, I think you can still be excited about this offseason because I think they'll have a little bit more freedom than they've ever had. But this $50 million, hey, you have to spend this. It's not like some sort of credit that they're getting from the government, like a handout or something like that.
This depresses me. I was hoping that Andrew would be like, yeah, this means they're going to spend. It's going to be like 2000 where they signed 12 free agents, including 8 straight days where they signed at least one player. I was hoping for big things. I will say this, that when you combine that they have to spend $50 million more this year with $160 million in cap space in 2027, I just think, and Thomas, I want you to timestamp this. If this doesn't happen on either when we do the show Monday on my birthday or the day after, if this doesn't happen, when we reach $100 in donation, Andrew, I'll do 2 shots. I believe in the first 30 minutes of free agency, the Saints will spend that $50 million.
Hey, Tomas, check the timestamp on this.
I agree with
11 o'clock, March 9th. But if they haven't, in the first half hour of the tampering period, if the Saints haven't spent $50 million on the next show, when we reach $100, I'll do 2 shots. That's how that
this year we're talking about
this year,
this season, this March. Okay,
this March. I will. If they don't spend the $50 million, I will. Do double the shots. That's how confident I am.
Got it.
That's how confident I am that they're gonna spend this money. Andrew,
you heard it. Ralph's gonna do 2 shots of Malort if they don't spend
as we
money
look
in the first 30 minutes. 30 minutes of the tampering period. Period.
Listen, I think there's real optimism on the Saints, and I wanted to bring, because Fresno Saint mentioned it in the chat, and I wanted to talk about it too. Last year, the Saints win total was in Vegas was 4.5. It was the lowest in the league. I think only Cleveland was, maybe some places it was 4.5 or Cleveland was 5. Andrew, now DraftKings Saints win total is 7.5. We're optimistic, but do you get the sense that the rest of the country, gambling people, are we getting ahead of ourselves? Is at this moment, what's the date today? February 24th. Is 7.5 is that a ridiculous win total for the Saints?
Yeah, I almost feel like they're anticipating what's going to be an active free agency period. And, the interesting thing is, I think on the other side of that active free agency period, I think there's a good chance that that win total actually goes up, right? Because if the Saints make a lot of moves and they're building around Tyler Shuck, and consensus is that they've made like an aggressive offseason move to kind of bolster around him and make a strong team, that nucleus around Tyler Shuck to support him, then I think there's a chance that win total goes up. So right now, I think that's what they're anticipating. The reality is they're in a division that's weak, right? I think every year we tend to say that Tampa's bound to like go backwards. They never really do. I mean, they sort of did this year, but Tampa, I don't know. They always find a way to compete. I feel like Tampa's always in the mix. Carolina is, I mean, I guess they're trending up, but like Carolina's Carolina. We beat them twice. Thank you, Dead Liver. I'm not that worried about Carolina. I don't think any of us are. Atlanta's like chronic underachievers, and every year the Falcons fans think, all right, this is a year we're going to break through, and they never do. So we know what the NFC South is all about, right? It's wide open. And so I do think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves in the sense that, like, I think Tyler Shuck is good. I'm not convinced he's good yet. He still like needs to take some steps. He needs to continue to show improvement. Like, I'm not ready to put him in the Pro Bowl. I think it's absolutely possible that he comes out of the gate.
You don't think he's good enough to play? You don't think he's good enough to play in the Pro Bowl with Shedeur Sanders? Go fuck yourself, okay. Andrew Juge.
Maybe that was a bad. Maybe that was a bad soundbite. Yeah, fair enough.
Dave, you went to Vegas. Did you put any money on the Saints for 2026?
Go ahead, Andrew. No, you finished, Andrew. Go ahead.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. So Ralph asked a question that I was going to address without him asking it, but if I'm sitting here right now at 7.5 games, like I think I'm betting the under. I think the Saints are winning 7 games. Like, if you ask me right now,
check the timestamp.
I think I'm picking 7 games, with the caveat that if I see things that happen in the offseason, I would pick the over, right? But the over might shift based on the moves that they make. So, yeah, I mean, look, how many games did we win? 6 last year? 6. Yeah, so I mean, 7 games would be improvement.
I'm just saying, you ought to get in that.
They might lose Alante, they might lose DeMario, they might lose Cam. Taysom might be retiring. Like, they might be losing some guys, so it's possible that they go backwards. I'm hopeful that they go forward, but I don't know. There's too many unknowns for me to say right now, like, yeah, they're winning 9 games.
I just feel like
I got to admit, I have to admit, I can't believe I'm saying this. I agree with Ralph on this one. I do not agree with Andrew on this one. I'd say get your money in now.
That's right.
If that's the case. And Ralph, to your point, you were going to ask me. I was in Vegas this past weekend, and there was a sports book at the hotel casino that I stayed at. And I looked at all the sheets, and I don't remember looking at win totals. I remember looking at odds for NFC winner, Super Bowl winner, AFC winner, all that kind of stuff. And I was actually very surprised because the Saints were in like the bottom 10 of the league for winning the Super Bowl. And they were in like the bottom, the 2 or 3 in the NFC as far as odds of winning the NFC. And so I was just this past week, I was very surprised. I was like, really, they really don't seem to think that we're going to improve much and that we're going to be this middling 6, 7, 8 win team. And so I am surprised, and I don't think that that's going to be the case. And I do think we're better than that. And I think once free agency rolls around, I think we're going to add the pieces that we need to add and lose the weight we want to lose. And I think we're going to get better. So get your money in now.
I'm just saying, get on it now.
I'm with Ralph.
If the Saints add a guard in free agency and add like a skill guy, like trade for A.J. Brown, draft Jeremiah Love, you're going to wish you bet that's over 7.5, because that'll go to 8.5 like that.
They were like 150 to 1 to win the Super Bowl, and like the lowest was like 200 to win one to win.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Saints they did beat up on a lot of bad teams, but I mean, at one point, before Tyler Shuck played, they were in pole position to be number 1 seed. We were, they had people like breaking down Mendoza film for the Indiana Hoosiers because we thought he was going to be the quarterback. Then Shuck played, everything changed. You look at this free agency, and Andrew, we talk about all the fun things. We're like, oh, do this and then sign this and sign that. Is there anything that they would do out of the gate in free agency that would concern you? Or you'd be like, I mean, because we could talk ourselves, you know me, I can talk myself in almost anything, but is there anything that you do out the gate you'd be like, I don't know about that? Is there like certain players or age or older guys or things you just don't, or problem children you don't want them to sign? Is there something that would really give you pause that they did out of the first week that you wouldn't, not necessarily that you wouldn't like, but you'd be like, that makes me nervous?
I don't know. Inactivity, obviously, I think would be the big one. I just want to see them sign guys. Yeah. I would say if inactivity primarily in the first week, right? Where if they're, because that would tell us that they're like shopping for deals, right? And not really active in trying to go get guys to help them get better. I would say in terms of to me, it's what they don't do. Like Ralph, look, I would rather than be reckless and make a mistake right now, honestly. Like I want bodies in the building, just get me good players. So I reserve the right to complain later if they sign the Jarris Birds and the CJ Spillers of the world. Actually, those two examples, maybe I'm saying don't sign Bills players. Although you have Jabari Greer, so counter argument. Right. But I would say more so than like making mistakes. Like I would rather we haven't seen the Saints be active in free agency. Like we haven't seen them, like, other than Chase Young. I would say Chase Young has been a pleasant surprise. I don't know that Chase Young was that exciting when we first got him.
No.
And
he wasn't first week, I don't think.
Yeah. So like, what have the Saints done that's been like super exciting in the last 5 years in free agency? I'm not sure that I can say anything. I mean, Derek Carr is literally the most excited, literally the guy that half the fan base hates more than anyone they've ever watched play, is the most exciting free agent signing they've had in the last 5 years. So, yeah, basically, I think I'm at Ralph level, where I am just a complete whore for free agency. Like I am a slut to the transaction.
Slut.
Yeah.
I need that.
Just like,
Dave, can I get that
long, suck it hard?
Slut.
This feels so good.
Give me a player, make him fun, and he can be bad later. It's fine. You can expose my horrible takes. You can mock me later, but right now I just need the intoxicating fumes of the transaction.
Oh, Ralph's pants just got tighter.
Dave, here's my question. Would you be okay if the Saints come out of the gate, and I don't think they would do this for multiple guys, because that I mean, it's just too hard to do when I explain it. But do you think they will come out of the gate, and would you be okay with if we see, oh, the Saints just signed David Edwards from Buffalo, and oh, by the way, they just gave him the most guaranteed money that a guard has ever gotten in NFL history. Like, they reset the market, and they just one guy, they're like, that's the most important guy. We're getting him. We don't care. We're paying whatever it takes. We're resetting the market. Would you be okay with that right out of the gate?
I mean, as long as if I go to Twitter and everything I see on Twitter is like, oh, this guy's the best. Like, and I go to, what team is he from? The Bills? What did you just say? What team is he from?
Bills,
yeah. Oh, and I go to the Bills fan page, and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we lost this guy. Oh my gosh, what the hell? This sucks. Our new coach sucks." Like if I see all of that, yeah, I'll be down with that. Like that's fine. I'm all about. Look, we've got Tyler Shuck. I'm all about protecting him. I'm all about letting the artist paint the picture and do his work, and he can only do that when he's got a clean pocket and he's unbothered, and he's free to paint his picture. So yeah, I'm totally down with that. It's fine. It's not sexy, I get it. People aren't going to be happy about it, but like for me personally, yes, let's do that. I'm down.
Andrew, listen, we all want the Saints to succeed in free agency, but if I told you could have one team in the NFC South make a really, really terrible free agent move, do you automatically pick the Falcons, or do you have to think about it and balance it out?
I mean, what kind of ridiculous, stupid-ass question is this?
Not my favorite. Not my favorite.
I don't know that, Ralph, you have ever asked a question more offensive than, would I want to burn the Falcons to the ground, or would I pause to have some, like, I don't care if, like, there's literally no scenario where my pick isn't to screw over the Falcons. Ralph, I think the better question here would have been, would I sacrifice a good Saints draft to ensure that the Falcons one is horrible? Like, that would have been a more reasonable question.
But I mean, does the Falcons having a terrible move, does that help the Saints win the South more than the Panthers having a terrible free agent move, or Tampa? Like, I know we all hate Atlanta, we want them to burn to the ground, but like, is Tampa having a bad free agency, does that help the Saints as much as another team in the South being terrible?
I see what you mean. I mean, yeah. That makes sense. Actually, I will retract how vicious I was with you.
Poor question by the host. Should have rephrased.
No. I get where you're going. I mean, I will say this. I feel like Atlanta is in worse shape right now, like as we sit here today, than Tampa and Carolina, just due to the fact that they have the worst quarterback situation. Like, they're about to cut Cousins, and Penix is coming off ACL, and I don't think he's any good anyway. So, like, they've got to figure out their quarterback situation. So I would say Atlanta right now, as we sit here doing this podcast, is probably the most in trouble, but I would say they also have the highest seed. Like, they have the best players. I think Bijan Robinson is maybe the best player in the division outside of, the Saints team. Actually, including the Saints. So I would argue Bijan is the best player in the NFC South. Kyle Pitts and London are both great players too. I mean, I hate to admit it because I was convinced that Pitts was an awful player, but like he was on an absolute heater the last 6 weeks of the season. So, I mean, go look at his stats; they were crazy. So, I mean, to me, and Atlanta got like a couple first-round picks. I know one just got arrested, but they have a couple good new pass rushers. Like Atlanta, as much as I hate to admit it, they probably have the best players coupled with the worst quarterback situation. So to me, that's dangerous. And I think, so this one is tricky, but I think I still pick nuking Atlanta over the other two teams. And I'm trusting that the stability of Baker and the stability of Bryce Young, those guys are not good enough to scare me. I'll take my chances against them. And I'd rather just ensure that Atlanta does awful.
Dave, would you agree with that, or would you want Tampa or Carolina to be terrible?
Well, that was wow. Well, thank you, Andrew. I look forward to the book. Well, I'm not answering that question about outside influences. Don't worry about them. Just you do you, and the rest. The rest, as they always say, glory to God. Have faith. Have faith. God will take care of the rest. He's a big NFL fan, as we all know.
I mean, I would worry that if I wished a bad free agency period on Tampa, I would worry that could get Todd Bowles fired before Halloween. And I need a full season. I need one more full season of Todd Bowles in Tampa. So I kind of don't want to do that. So I think I would go really bad free agency period for Carolina because they won the division, so I don't think Tepper would fire Canales like in the middle of the year. But like if Carolina would like give Bryce Young a giant extension, make a bad decision at running back, like that would be really enjoyable. For me, I feel like Atlanta. I don't want their wheels to completely fall off because I don't want them to get Arch Manning. Like I don't want that. So I don't need I need Atlanta to be like 5 win. I need them to be like in the murky middle of like picking 6 or 7. I don't need them being completely an abomination. Now the next topic, or Thomas, give us a donation update real quick. What do we got? Where are we?
Right, the donation update is gonna be really fast. We only had 2 donations. We are 75 bucks away, both from Dead Deliver with the messages. What if Saints spent 100 million day one in free agency? Ralph gets blackout drunk. And the second donation message is Ralph a worse host than Ruiz is at blocking?
Andrew, you can answer that.
It's a tough one. I'm gonna abstain. I don't want to insult anybody.
Go to hell.
No, I don't want to write another novel. I yield the floor to Dave.
Andrew's scared now. You got Andrew scared, Dave.
What? Come on.
So
you're the only intelligent analysis on this podcast.
Hey, what about Kevin? Come on, man.
My next question
the draft
was
master.
Kind of designed to get a rise out of Kevin, but we got to trudge on.
Dave's wheelhouse then, yeah.
So I was gonna say, like, the Saints, in 2006, in 2009, and maybe some other times, like they've done trades during free agency and either before or during the draft where they trade picks for veteran players. I'll give you an example. 2006, they flipped second-round picks with Cleveland, got Jeff Fain. They traded a fourth-round pick. They flipped fourth-round picks. They got Hollis Thomas. In 2009, they got, or 2008, they traded a second-round pick for Jeremy Shockey, right? They trade picks for veteran players, but in those moments, like they felt like they were, well, maybe not in 2006, but in 2008 and 2009 when they did it, they felt like they were ready to compete. Dave, would you be okay if the Saints do business at the Combine and we hear, oh, they traded a 5th for Michael Pittman or they traded this pick for that guy? Like, are you okay with the Saints trading picks for veteran players to improve the roster? Dave, unmute yourself.
Sorry. I obviously I can see both sides of this. Obviously, there's the Kevin side that says, acquire as many draft picks as possible and don't trade them away. But the other side of this is, look, if you can turn a draft pick, a middle draft pick into a veteran player that's, can help you and contribute immediately. There's some value in that for sure. I don't know if the Saints are the thing is where the Saints are currently as far as the big picture is concerned and their rebuilding process. I don't think they're in that phase yet. I don't think they're in that, hey, we're just one veteran away from, going to the championship or winning the Super Bowl. Like, we're still early in this incubation, this early embryo phase. We're still growing. We're still hatching. We're still, we're still learning a little bit about ourselves.
Is there a line where you're like, it makes you really uncomfortable, like a certain level of pick that you'd be like, I don't like that?
I mean, anything above anything above a 4, a third, a second, a first, I think that would be crazy. And again, it's a, there are different levels of veterans, but if you're talking about a veteran who's got like 1 year left or 2 years left, no. But if we're talking about a veteran who's got 4, 5 years left, and maybe who will be here in 4 years or 3 years when we've finished our transition into full-time, full-blown contender, thanks to Chuck Norris, then then maybe, yeah. I mean, that's it also depends on what veteran we're talking about, whether we're talking about a totally end of his career veteran or a middling veteran. But
I was thinking of this example, on the flip side of this, remember,
it's worked out for them.
Like Darren Sproles with the Saints, where the Saints were like, we're going to cut Darren Sproles, and then a bunch of teams were like, whoa. We'll give you something for Sproles. We don't want to compete for him on the free agent market. And Philadelphia gave the Saints a 5th, and Mrs. Sproles put the curse on the Saints. That took years for it to fade away. But where a team like the Colts have Michael Pittman, and they're like, we might cut him. We need the $25 million in cap space. And the Saints are like, hey, we'll give you a 6th round pick. Don't cut him. We'll take him. We'll redo his contract. And he's 29. As long as you're not trading, like you said, a top 100 pick, and you're not trading away future top 100 picks, I'm all for it. Because the thing is, I don't think you can fill all your needs in free agency, and I don't think you can fill all your needs in the draft. So, if you sprinkle in, not a ton, but a couple of guys, a couple of veterans, that would be fine. I do worry, though. I don't want the Saints to do the Washington Commandos thing last year, where they added a bunch of dudes through trades, and it was old dudes, and they all got hurt. And don't give me a bunch of 30 and over dudes. Keep your trades to 30 and under. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna get a guy who's gonna be here for 4 to 5 years or whatever, who's gonna be here in a couple more years when we're actually fully rebuilt, and also, like you said, who are might be a little more healthy and a little more available. And I forgot what I was going to say to your point about the free agents. But I mean, I don't, yes, you're not going to fill all your needs with. That's what I was going to say. I don't, you've thrown out examples of when they've done this in the past, none of which are recent. So I'm wondering whether that's even a possibility, because I'm wondering whether that's a strategy that Mickey has kind of moved away from and hasn't really gone to in recent years. So I'm not even sure whether this is even a possibility, to be quite honest with you.
Andrew, is there a line, if the Saints started making trades for veteran players, is there a line where you'd be like, I don't like that. It's too aggressive. You crossed the Rubicon. I cannot support this.
I mean, Vele was very close to crossing that line. I think we kind of talked ourselves into it at the end of the year there with, he was starting to make some plays, and he developed some chemistry with Tyler Shuck, and he turned into a viable starter. But yeah, I mean, I would say that over the years, Loomis has made a lot of trades that have made me uncomfortable. And he has a history of doing that. He has a history of willing to part with draft picks where you feel like maybe he paid a little bit more than he should have. So Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of these, it's like, we'll see what happens. I think sometimes he overpays a little bit.
I will defeat Oppenheimer. Drink.
Whoa,
Jesus.
Deadliver 75 buckaroos. Time to drink, Ralph.
I guess we're Marshawn Lattimore drinks, or weeks, I should say, away.
See, though, I don't like this, Andrew, because I feel like Dead Liver, I appreciate it, and that Oppenheimer may go down, but I feel like the taunting of Oppenheimer, it means I'm going to do 2 drinks and I got a 4:30 a.m. wake up call. So I wish like you just could have eased into it.
Do we know
maybe
for
like
sure that Dead Liver isn't Oppenheimer? Could he be talking trash to himself and then there's some big reveal like at the end of the show that it's actually Oppenheimer?
No, I feel like if it was really Oppenheimer, it would have mixed. He would have mixed in some. He couldn't help himself, and he would have mixed in some Dave insults.
That's true. Yeah, he would have hated on Tulane. That's a good point.
I assumed Dead Liver was Ralph. I thought it was Ralph that was doing it. Hang on.
No. Dave, I just had to buy braces for my child. I don't have any disposable income.
What? How old is he? Braces already?
10?
Oh, really?
You fell for it. Hey, I'm going to say this right now on the podcast for all you parents of 10-year-olds.
Jesus.
Don't do it. Don't buy into the orthodontists and all this stuff that they say you need. Wait until high school. It's all a big scam. It's all a big scheme.
Wait, I got taken by Big Ortho? Is that what you're telling me?
They pretend like if you do it early that you're going to get ahead of problems later. It's all bullshit. Like it's all a scheme to sift you of money. And the reality
but what does it matter? You're still paying in high school.
Those teeth are all going to fall out, and then new ones are going to grow in, and then you get the braces.
I mean, that's logic, but that's like by 12 years old, right?
You put your kid in braces when they had baby teeth?
Too early.
No, he doesn't have baby teeth, though.
What the fuck are you talking, Andrew? Andrew's drunk, man.
I feel like my kids were going to the orthodontist. My son had braces when he was like 8 years old.
No, he did not. And there's no way you're not putting braces on baby teeth.
I mean, my kid had to get the palate expander, the top braces.
Okay.
His teeth are crooked as a politician.
He still has baby teeth.
No, he doesn't. He obviously doesn't. Wait, can you get Sally in here, please, to confirm?
I had mine when I was like 11 or 12. Is that too early or not,
Baby
Andrew?
teeth are gone. Like they made sure all his teeth fell out.
Too early? What the fuck are you talking about, man?
But now, I mean, I trust Andrew. Andrew's like my parenting guru.
What do you mean you trust Andrew?
He's telling me I got taken by Big Ortho.
What? It's not Andrew Druge DDS. Like, what do you mean? Like, why do you mean you trust Andrew?
I mean, he gives me good parenting advice. When he says I got taken by Big Ortho, I'm concerned.
Dave. You know, I think, Dave, you could use a little bit of parenting advice from me while you're at it.
Holy, you see? Oh my God! Please.
All right, I got to drink. Oh, I'm doing mango, jalapeno mango tequila.
Hey, Dave, you don't see my son screaming "Giat" at every girl that walks past him on the ride home.
Did my son do that?
Whoa.
We might need to bring back the word of the week because my son is dropping all these weird words, Dave. We might need to bring back the word of the week.
Yeah. you should look up Giat.
Giat.
I had to learn that one. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Max's word of the week.
Oh, you didn't know Giat before?
I did. I did know it before. Yeah. Oh, we got a.
Well, thanks, Dead Liver. Good luck, Oppenheimer.
That was desk pound.
That was
Not
from
great, huh?
Jeremy. I hate the mango tequila. It's disgusting.
Damn, Ron looks like in pain still. What the hell?
This mango tequila one is terrible. It tequila on its own, but you add mango jalapeno. It's disgusting.
I'm giving it an 8. At least.
All right, I'll tell you what's never terrible. That's Hard Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. It's a strawberry flavored whiskey blended with aged wheat whiskey, American light whiskey, Cocktail and Sons, strawberry and lemon syrup, fresh strawberries from Jonesdale Farm in Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's 86 proof. The whiskey is blended and bottled at the Sugarfield Distillery in Gonzales, Louisiana. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hearthidewhiskies.com. Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is supporting Saints Happy Hour all football off season. So support the people who support the show. Grab a bottle of Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey today. All right. Thomas, we don't have any more updates. It's just dead liver trying to kill me. I feel like I made the bet that I made that the Saints will, if they don't spend money out the gate, I feel like that's going to come back and bite me, and I'm going to be blackout drunk on my birthday in a couple of weeks. So Thomas, play take at the top because it's time to do the mailbag.
All right.
All right, Thomas, what's first up?
All right, then that was a quick one. All right, so we had tons of questions. We're doing the mailbag after the show. First question comes from Don Checo, and he asks, now that Kevin's not here, that's gonna be an interesting question. You can, what will happen next? A Loomis trade down, or Sean Orleans gets married?
Great question. It's a great question. Angela, Andrew, one of our female listeners, she sent me a DM on Patreon. She said it was really mean when I said that I would rather be dead than be single. She thought that was over the line and really mean towards Kevin. And it may have been, but I was just speaking for myself. It wasn't meant to be a shot at Kevin. I'm just too old and too crippled to be single. I feel like
that's how I took it.
I feel like Kevin getting married is much more likely than Loomis trading down. Loomis is never trading down, ever. Especially now that they got Chuck. We're back in YOLO mode.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because let's be honest here. Kevin wants to get married under the right circumstances. Now we can shit on him all we want and talk about how he blows it, about how the approach is all wrong, about how he goes too hot. He goes too strong to the hole, no pun intended, too early in the process. He makes a lot of mistakes, but deep down, Evan wants to get married. He wants to have kids, and I hope he gets that one day. Mickey Loomis has no intention of trading down. None whatsoever. He doesn't want it. He doesn't like it. He has no intention of doing it. So, I think there's at least hope in that, like, Kevin just needs a willing partner. Mickey Loomis is not searching for a willing partner.
It's all very true.
Thomas, he goes too strong to the hole. I need that as a soundbite drop for all eternity.
By the way, no, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, like, if the Saints, if they were still in this sort of like, oh my God, we don't have a quarterback, our roster sucks, is Kellen Moore any good? And they were still like, really like, we got to, we're building the roster, and when we get to 2027, 2028, then maybe we'll be ready and blah, 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 all that. Then I'd say, it's 50-50. But like, Loomis has never traded that. Like, we're the Saints going 9-8 or 10-7 from Mickey Loomis being back to like 2019 YOLO levels of insanity. Like, he's never trading down. Never. He's not trading down until the next presidential election. Maybe. Thomas, go ahead, Dave.
Well, now that we're done answering this question, I did want to make a comment about Don Checo, who asked that question. I noticed on Facebook, Don Checo's an Italian-American like myself, a proud Italian-American like myself. And I noticed on Facebook the other day that he admitted to this, that, it took him to watching Godfather, like for the 50th time, to notice that when what's-his-face does this with his tie, it signals whoever to kill Sally, and then he does it later in the movie with his tie again to kill whoever later in the movie. And like, I was just laughing because like, you had to watch that 60 times to get that? Like, well, what a loser, Don Checo.
Whoa, you got that, Dave,
pay
got that
attention, man.
through.
Oh, yeah, come on. Like, that was so obvious. Jeez.
Can't do it, Sally.
Yeah.
What's next, Thomas?
All right. Jesus, nobody likes Dave, man. All right, next question from Biloxi. The next question from Biloxi Blues. I wonder how are you gonna insult Biloxi Blues, Dave? Biloxi Blues asks, which Saints player would beat Juge in a tennis match, and which would be the easiest for him to beat? This is gonna wake him up.
Wake him up.
I mean, McCoy would be the easiest.
Wait, Andrew still looks confused. He's still reading the question. I'm not sure he even quite gets the question. I don't know.
I feel like you guys should answer this first before I answer it.
Oh, okay.
I think Andrew's insulted by this question, Biloxi Blues.
I mean, I would go with. You got to go with. Look, tennis. To Juge's credit, or to any tennis player's credit, I should say. This isn't Juge specific, but I mean, like full court tennis, not pickleball. There's a lot of running. Takes a lot of stamina and quickness and quick change of direction. So for that reason, I think I would go with somebody like Kamara. I think he would be able to cover the court the best.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be the biggest advantage. I think as far as like hitting the ball, getting the ball over the net, I'm not aware of anybody on the roster that has passed, even if somebody had ping pong experience, I would give it to them. But I'm not aware of anybody that has any past tennis experience.
See, I know.
So I'm going to go with court coverage. I'm going to give it a Kamara.
I know, like, Drew Brees, before his shoulders fell off, he beat Andy Roddick when Andy Roddick was like,
oh my God, that was so, just like, the story they told, just like Jimmy Graham played basketball in college.
Yeah. but Drew Brees now, he probably can't even serve better than me doing tennis. Like, he's got to go left-handed. Like, I think Andrew could probably beat him. I think any offensive lineman, I think Andrew could beat. Andrew, how fast is your serve? Could you just smoke them with your serve now?
The fastest I ever hit was close to 110, which is not as crazy.
No, but you're 40. But you're 45 now. Now what do you?
I haven't had my my movement is
get him on the gun. Get him on the gun.
I could definitely still go over 100, no problem. I haven't had shoulder issues. I can still pop the serve. It's probably, if anything, my serve's gotten better as I've gotten older because I've gotten more accurate.
Oh, you're like a fine Chateau Neuf pup.
That's right.
Just getting better with drinking. Age. Yeah.
Obviously, as I've gotten older, I weighed, and when I was in my prime playing in college, I was 155 pounds, and I weigh 180 now. So
that's how you're able to hit it faster because
I don't move quite as well. So yeah, the movement is a lot worse, and the hips and the lower back and all that. But in terms of serve speed, yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm a professional coach. I'm PTR certified. I coach a high school varsity team. I'm at practice 5 days a week. I play recreationally.
What an asshole!
3 times a week. It's
what
there's
former
no way,
Saints?
Do your job.
Is no way
That's what it's
that
about.
There's literally not a single player on the Saints that can beat me at tennis. There's no way.
What?
No, zero chance.
What former Saints player would you like to run ragged on the tennis court to exact revenge for their pain that they caused you?
That's a good question. My gut instinct here is I'd love to embarrass Brandon Browner. I mean, I know he's in prison, so that's not really available to me. But I'd love to embarrass him.
There's still visitations, you know.
Yeah. Maybe his conjugal visit can be me playing him on a tennis court.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go
I don't know if
Jared
he'd go for
Cook?
that.
Do you want to go Chauncey Gardner-Johnson?
Ooh, yeah, those are good. No, I mean Chauncey. I mean, I don't really have beef with
Eli
Chauncey.
Apple.
Eli Apple, yeah, that's a good one.
Marcus Williams.
Nah.
Jason David.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mind went. It's funny. That's literally the first name that popped in my head was Jason David. You brought that up.
Trevor Penning could be fun, but I'd worry that he'd hurt
Penning,
you. Like,
yeah.
instead of handshaking,
Charles
he'd
Brown.
want to fight you.
Yeah, those are all good ones. I mean, yeah. So the most likely to be capable of beating me would have been Breeze, I would say. If I were to play Breeze right now, I would be surprised to lose to him. I don't think that.
Wow. Okay, there it is. Printed. There's the headline for the podcast. Andrew Juge will beat Drew Brees. Can beat Drew Brees to tennis. I mean, he's
playing. I played in college. I've been playing since I played in college. I've been playing since I was 5, 4 decades. I am a current coach that coaches and teaches a team 5 days a week. Like, if I can't beat every player on the Saints, something's wrong.
No, I want to. I want to go back
really
to Drew
sad.
Brees, though. I want to go back.
I mean, I understand these.
Could you beat Drew Brees
athletes.
at pickleball?
No, because I think he plays that like 5 days a week, and I don't. I don't think I beat.
He invested in pickleball, the pickleball network.
Yeah, I think,
Thomas, add that to Drew Brees' bad ideas.
Oh, okay, so you're. You do have some modesty. You do have some modicum of modesty and humbleness.
I think you need too much skill in tennis, right? Compared to other sports. Like you can't beat anyone with just a pure athleticism.
I feel like
in
Andrew,
tennis.
Correct. Like if I was a basketball coach, if I was a high school basketball coach, I would guess that I would still lose to the majority of NFL players in one-on-one basketball, right? Because that's just
it's different.
Pure athleticism.
Yeah.
And those guys all played basketball growing up. They ended up in the NFL, but like a lot of them were probably really good basketball players. So if I was equating it to that, I'd be like, even if I'm a basketball coach, like I look at my high school's basketball coach, who's a great coach, by the way. If he were to play one-on-one against any of the Saints players, he would easily lose one-on-one at 70% of the roster, I would say. Where it gets tricky with tennis is it's like a specialized skill-based sport. And if you've never played before, there's no way you're naturally going to beat me. Like it's just, there's no way.
Yeah. But
you won't even know how to hit a fucking ball, man. You never
Right.
it.
I mean, it's not that different with golf, Dave. Like,
well, that's what I was going to say. Now I'm wondering if there's anybody in the roster that would be able to beat me at golf. Probably not.
Oh, I bet you.
I would guess that the kickers and punters tend to be good at golf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true. Yeah, that's not true. Taysom, actually, that's not true. Taysom's good. That's right.
Foster Moreau. Like you tell us all these players that go play.
No,
Dave,
horrible.
Dave versus Mickey Loomis in golf. We need to make that happen. Thomas, what's that?
Would Drew Brees beat you at golf? I think Drew Brees is pretty good.
I think probably.
Maybe Taysom can beat Andrew at tennis. He's good at everything, man.
I've never played. I would never play this. They're gonna have to play me. They're gonna have to prove it.
Until then, I'm gonna say I'm better. In his current physical form, he could not go 3 sets. His body would fall apart.
He can't beat Ralph even.
I don't know. No, come on. Let's not be ridiculous.
Hey, the better question would be which Saints players would beat Ralph at tennis?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. All of them.
All of them.
Like,
or Dave, or Kevin.
I mean,
I'd be able to beat 1 or 2 guys, maybe. I mean, I played a little tennis back in the day.
Maybe the lineman.
But I'm pretty
Which
out
is
of
funny.
shape, though. That's the problem. The linemen
A
are
Saints
probably
player,
more shape, better shape
a
than
Saints player versus me and Andrew. Can the
And
Saints
by the way,
player
didn't
get me
they?
involved enough so that Andrew gets defeated? That would be the fun thing, I think.
By the way,
Like,
wasn't there a time where they had to remove the table tennis, table from the locker room?
Oh, that's what they do when they're going to fire the coach.
Yeah.
Teams. They're like, we're taking out the board games.
Right.
We're taking out the video games. We're taking out the PlayStation. We're taking out the ping pong table.
It's a
We're taking out the
distraction.
air
It's
hockey.
after a players. It's always
after.
it's after a players only meeting usually.
That's right. First is it's not the coach's fault. Players need to play better. We as players need to play better. Then they have the players only meeting. Then they remove the ping pong table. Then the coach gets fired. It's a 4-step process.
And then they play Andrew. All right. Final question of the show.
Wait. Oh, that was what I was going to ask. Andrew says he can serve over 100 miles an hour. Is that's keeping it within the court, like within the bounds there?
Come on, man. Like, why would he mention it otherwise?
What kind of fucking question is that?
Come on.
That's like asking a pitcher if he can throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Yeah, but can you throw it for a strike?
Exactly.
I mean, not if I hit like 7 serves, not everyone's going to go in the box, but they're all going to be over 100 and one of them's going to go in. Yes.
That's right.
Oh, whoa. 1 out of 7. Okay, got it.
1 out of 7.
Whoa.
I would say my first serve percentage is usually in the 70%.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, humble brag. Jeez.
I mean, you want to see me hit a backhand? It's embarrassing. My backhand is like so bad for what it should be, considering my skill level. Like my backhand is.
Are you one-hander or two-hander on the backhand?
Two-hander. My serve is decent. Like it's pretty good.
Andrew versus me, Nintendo Sport Tennis on the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the
that
power
would be a
pad,
banger.
the old school Nintendo power pad, track and field.
What's
I
next,
don't know,
Thomas?
honestly.
All right, final question of the show. A peak of season question from your boy Alan. Your boy Alan, we need you back live. He used to be a freaking MVP winner. All right, your boy Alan asks, what's each host's favorite podcast?
I don't think Andrew listens. I don't think Andrew listens to any other podcasts. I don't even think he listens to this one. Exactly. Any podcast.
No, I listen to podcasts. I mean, again, like this is getting way too tennis focused. But I would say, I would say the podcast I listen to the most is a podcast called Nothing Major. You've probably seen me wear a hat. I actually own a hat of Nothing Major. So I literally own merch by them. That actually, one of the 4 guys on that show is John Isner, who has been on the show before, Ralph. I don't know if you remember.
Panthers fan, John
The Giant.
Panthers fan.
Friend of the program.
Yeah, he's also 6'11", also the tallest player. Sorry, Zach Streif, but you are not the tallest player we've ever had on the show. John Isner owns that title. But yeah, so I would say that that's probably the podcast I listen to the most. I would say Saints related, I definitely listen to ours the most. I like to listen to it and just check to see how we did. And so I fact check that sometimes, but Nick Underhill, I listen to him a bunch. I love his show. I think they do a good job. I will say my cousin is Matt Moscona. He's big in Baton Rouge. He's an ESPN personality in Baton Rouge. He's my cousin, so I support him and I listen to him a lot. So he's got good LSU content coming out.
The podcast I listen to the most is, besides this one, of course, is Men in Blazers. It's a soccer podcast. I'm actually, my wife got me tickets. They're coming to Houston. I'm going to their live podcast show they're doing. It'll be 100 days to the World Cup. So I'm excited of that. And I listen to an Everton podcast. So it's
doesn't one of their
English
hosts have a kid that goes to Tulane?
And they're fun. My all-time favorite podcast is gone because Mike Lombardi, he hated the Falcons and made fun of Terry Fontenot endlessly. He quit the podcast and he's ruining North Carolina football. That used to be my go-to favorite podcast of them all, but that one closed up. Maybe Mike Lombardi, if he gets fired, maybe he can go back to the GM shuffle. But I know he was a terrible GM and blah, blah, blah. But I love that podcast because he was an asshole and he hated the Falcon.
Doesn't one of the hosts of Men in Blazers, doesn't he have like a daughter that goes to Tulane or a son that goes to Tulane?
He does. Roger Bennett. Yes, he does.
There you go. I listen to a lot of podcasts. On the sports side, I listen almost religiously to Pardon My Take. I love those guys. For golf, I listen to No Laying Up a lot of the time. I also listen to Chasing Scratch, which is another golf podcast. I also listen to Smartless. I'm a big Smartless fan. I also listen religiously to every morning. I listen to, it's a very short, quick, like 20-minute podcast, especially if you fast forward through the commercials and everything. I listen to, it's called The Best One Yet, T-Boy. They do like 3 like pop business stories every morning. I'll usually listen to that in the shower, actually. And I listen to I used to listen to Mark Maron. I listen to Doughboys, which is a comedy podcast.
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you listen to Doughboys? Are you familiar with Doughboys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Falling
I didn't know. Okay. I feel like there's one that I'm missing, but yeah. That's
Bodega Boys was one of probably my all-time favorite non-sports ones, but they broke up. Desus and Mero.
Mm-hmm. So
no more. So I'm a huge podcast guy. Like I love podcasts but I have to commute.
Same.
I commute to I'm in Houston. Everywhere I go, I'm driving all the goddamn time. So it's a great question, guys. Thanks. All right, Tom. Dave, story time this week is brought to you by Hard Punch for Strawberry Whiskey. You can get a bottle in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee, wherever fine spirits are sold. Dave, you went to Vegas. So story time of the week.
You want me to go first? I don't have anything like really amazing, to be quite honest with you. It was kind of a slow week. Obviously, we finished up Mardi Gras. I did go to Vegas. One of the interesting, I have family there, an aunt and uncle, and they rented a larger van so that me and my wife and kids and my mother and father and my aunt and uncle, we could all fit and we could go out and leave Vegas and do non-Vegas things like go to Red Rocks or go to Hoover Dam or go to Lake Mead or whatever. But Andrew will appreciate this. The first day we get there and we get in the van, my aunt and uncle who listened to the podcast, my uncle had gushers, in all the cup holders. And of course that's reignited World War III with my kids. Oh, and I was like, you son of a bitch. He did it on me. He did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. It was funny. Aaron and I had to eat them, like just to get rid of them and get them the hell out of there. But we got a good laugh out of that. And then, but I texted you guys this and we never got an answer. So I'm actually going to throw this out to our listeners or, people out there that are listening to this. One of the places we went to eat was Bagel Mania, Siegel's Bagel Mania in Vegas. I think it started in Vegas. It's like a Jewish bagel deli kind of place. Well-run operation. It was great. Enjoyed ourselves. And on the menu, for some reason, I have no idea why, and I texted the guys, they have what's called the number 44, and it's basically, and it's named after Heath Evans, former Saints linebacker, Patriots
fullback,
linebacker.
Heath Evans.
Fullback, sorry, not linebacker.
Yeah, nice, nice, Dave. Linebacker. Wrong side of the
not
football.
even. I know totally. Yeah. Fullback Heath Evans. If you remember him, built like a 4x4. But there's a sandwich named after him. It's a breakfast sandwich. It's basically 2 eggs, sausage or bacon, cheese, hash brown. Instead of being on a bagel, though, it's on like a Pinkalicious cronut kind of thing. It's like a donut thing, which I can't even imagine a professional athlete eating. That like this could not be healthy for you. So right there, I'm surprised why it's named. But anyway, so I texted the guys this. Andrew's like, "Oh, I still have his phone number from years ago. I'm going to text." And Andrew never got a response. I just checked his Twitter before we started the show, and it looks like he hasn't used it since October. And when he was using it, he was doing it to film self videos of him preaching, and I don't know, it looked like he may have gone a little bit off of the deep end a little bit. So anyway, if anybody has any idea why there is a sandwich at Siegel's Bagel Mania in Las Vegas, why there is a sandwich named after number 44 Heath Evans, former Saints fullback, former Patriots fullback, please send us an email, at me on Twitter, at Ralph on Twitter. Say something in the comments. I'm very curious how that came to be, why that is. That's my story time.
I have a quick story time. So my kid, he's moved over to soccer. He's with PSG now, and they're doing practice. And it was big, like before the game. So I told him, he's like, I told him if he practiced really hard and he scored a bunch of goals, I said you can pick where I'll get you dinner. So he says, I want Popeyes. So as he's playing, he's scoring goals and just megging people all over the place. And as he would run by, he would go, I'll have the 5-piece. And other parents are looking at me going, why is Max holding up 5 fingers every time he scores and coming by you? And I was like, well, I told him he could pick dinner, and he picked Popeyes. So he did it like 3 times, where he would go and he would run, and he would just hold up 5 fingers as he ran by me.
I've got a couple of things to say about this. First of all, 5 pieces, that seems aggressive for a 10 year-old. Like, that's a lot of chicken. Did he really eat that?
5 tenders.
Oh,
he would go 5 tenders.
Okay. All right. How good is your son that he's okay.
He's okay. The problem for my son is he's like between levels because he's tiny. So he's not quite good enough to be on the PSG elite level, but he's like really good for the team that he's on.
How old are the kids that he's playing with?
He's 10-year-olds. 10-year-old, but he's small.
How did he get so good at soccer? Dave. Is he taking private lessons?
He's got the Mexican genes, Dave. What do you want me to say?
You got him working out?
Is that what you want me to say?
I mean, do you have him in private lessons and working out?
Mexican's good at soccer?
Not real, no. No, he just he's just good at it. I don't know.
Better than Americans.
My wife was athletic.
That's not a high bar, Dave. Come on.
Just saying.
Yeah, did your wife?
Anyway, that's my story time of the week. Good, great parenting by me, bribing my kid with Popeyes.
He's poor parenting. You got a cocky ass kid who's out there showboating in the name of Popeyes.
Father of the Year. Awards in the mail.
5-piece. I'll have the 5-piece. The other question: what's his side? I swear to God, if he fucks this up, he's dead to me.
You get a side. Biscuit and fries. He's not a mashed
fries,
guys. Yeah,
mashed potatoes. No.
I take it back. He's 5-piece, 2 biscuits. No. He doesn't even do the fries anymore.
I mean, that's okay. I'm down with the biscuits, but red beans and rice. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
He's not.
Is Popeyes good?
Oh
yeah.
Shame.
In New Orleans, it's probably not as good as in Houston.
No, it's not.
I still contend that they have the best spicy chicken sandwich out there.
Oh, Popeyes, 100%.
Yeah,
I haven't had that in a while. I haven't had that since it was all the rage.
Yeah. When was that?
I think they opened Popeyes like 1 year ago.
Oh, wow.
That was the first thing I ate after my colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Herb says red beans and rice, Mardi Gras dipping sauce. Yeah, that's the way to go. We're starting to become a Popeyes ad.
Mardi Gras dipping sauce for the... No, he says mustard dipping sauce.
Oh,
and I'm
Mardi Gras
assuming that's for the chicken, not for the red beans and rice.
Yeah. All right. Thomas, let's wrap up the show with donations. Did Oppenheimer get dethroned?
All right, this is gonna be a quick one. So we are now on a 133-week donation streak. We have 23 weeks to go.
A lot of more weeks to go.
And I guess this is it for Oppenheimer's regime. Like, I think this is the first time that I only have to thank one person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slow night. Come on, people. Get with the program.
All right.
Thanks, Ralph.
All right. So thanks to the MVP of the show with 100 buckaroos. Who is the one and only Dead Liver? Congratulations.
See, I feel like I'll DM from a patron or something, and it won't be Oppenheimer, because Oppenheimer, we love him, but he can't resist taking a shot at Dave. So we know it's not Oppenheimer going incognito. And Oppenheimer Oppenheimer wanted to be undefeated, so I don't think he would do that. But thank you.
I mean, he was in the chat at one point, and he asked about the donation amount.
I was going to say, do we need to do a wellness check on
wellness check?
Okay.
And then he disappeared.
Yeah, but
maybe he wasn't satisfied with the progress.
he got Guthried. Yeah, Guthried.
Don't worry. I'll give Oppenheimer crap on Thursday. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the show and we made you laugh, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. And don't forget to follow us on socials and wherever you get your podcast. Thanks to Dave. Thanks to Andrew. Kevin, not so much, because we don't know where he is, but we hope he's safe in St. Louis somewhere. And Thomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland. Until next time, the bar is closed.